green. There was a bit of yellow.
You're nice. Really cool. I really love that.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Anna, yellow?
Yes, yellow. There she is.
Oh, cool. This is your data. You can't see it. This is your data floating around. Today it's really our first test, no? We still have some days to get ready, so it's just kind of like be a bit of an experience for all of us.
The idea for 1250 MB per second was to try to create an interactive and participatory performance which will make tangible the process of data collection and data privacy. For this production, I collaborated for the second time with the Hochschule in Düsseldorf, especially the MIRIVE. The whole idea was that each piece of the technology is a layer to access the raw data from the dancers. And for example, motion capture is a technology which can function in a greater distance. QR codes are a technology which we use for the medium distance. And near-field communication technology is the last technology we use for really close contact to the dancers. So the idea was like that, to sort of create a very, at first, raw and cold aesthetic of data through movement. And as the piece went along, the body and the dancer became more human and the connection became more close and more intimate.
When you spend so much time imagining the technology and then you finally see it behaving like you hoped it does, I can't stay, with my poker face. I have to. It's a real joy. It's an honest, real joy of, yes, And I think people appreciate, because I also appreciate their work by being genuinely happy, and it's great, yeah, because it's what we do, it's the rewards, it's to finally feel that joy. I think this is what technology has brought me over the years, that I had to deliver one clear line in order for letting also the space for the technology to express itself.
It's not a geek thing anymore, technology. It's part of our society, and it's influencing everything that we touch in a way. So therefore it becomes very political. I want to confront the flesh, the blood, the body, the bones, the skin with technology, because I also found those are two very crucial dilemmas right now in our world. I mean, physical interaction between people are going to be less and less relevant in the coming years. And I think we're going towards a society where a lot of social environment are going to be accessible from your home. And also I think the idea of ecology, of people are traveling less because it is not really healthy for the planet. So people are trying to find or define other meanings of interaction.
I certainly had an advantage compared to other artists who really work with the live aspect of their work. For me, long ago I've explored already the idea of Skype, people being online. When COVID happened, I just had to go 100% into it, which was fine because I always like to put those kind of restrictions to myself and figuring out what kind of performative object we can do with this. So it just reinforced my artistic narrative, where I sort of switched to really like, I think this is what I want to go for really the digital and the body. I want to have you starting in slow motion, and during the song I will put normal speed. We're in the Schauspielhaus in Wuppertal. This space has been sort of like abandoned for many years now because there are some renovation that needs to be done, and then that's going to host the future Pina Bausch Centrum. We're doing some virtual reality dance film for under construction, which was supposed to be held in December, which is now, because of COVID, pushed to next year. And the basic idea is to mix the dancers of my company with the dancers from Tanztheater. This is actually a concept that I've been doing now for the last 3 years. Every time it's changing, every time it's evolving. Only with this project that I started to work with site-specific choreography. I always used to do it for stage. It's very nice to have this element of creativity, which is the space and how to work with it and how to create a form of choreography that's not only supporting the dance, but that is really embedded into what's around us, not what's around it. So in terms of like, they can't be separated from each other.
This was always like something that I was always searching with my work, was the idea of how to also get out of the theater and how to find interactive forms of performance that are not depending on these infrastructures.
Also, when I did The Zoologist, the body was completely stripped away from being live, and I only had the medium, which was like a flat screen, and then people behind the flat screen. But I tend to want to look at it as a positive thing, and then a way to challenge my creativity and see what I can come up with.
Being forced to think about what are the alternatives also is very challenging, but full of surprise at the same time. I think also this COVID in general was really like a society project, no? In a way where we had to become unified around this. I see two things. I see some positive, of course. I've gotten the Spitzenförderung, so this was also something that sort of like opened up a brand new perspective for me and the company. That was in the middle of the pandemic. With the Spitzenförderung, I had to sort of like come to a choice, give a more precise color on who am I, also what kind of artist am I, and what defines me as a creator. I think what I wish for the future, I think it's to not go back to the way I was doing work before. Like I want to, not for the sake of being comfortable, but just for the sake of having more freedom.